Okay. Alright, so I'm back. Again, excuse me for the interruptions and stuff. So I left off at the black. I started a new thread, and I am threading red right now. As you can see, I had horrible bead explosion, so now I have to do it like this until these beads are all cleaned up. Um, so I'm just picking up some reds right now, and I don't really have a fancy pattern for this one. I'm just going to do some basic colors. It's going to be like a keychain, so again I double threaded it. I'm not even going to count the beads, but I'm going to show you how I wrap them, because you might find it easier, you know, like right here where you start a new color. I usually butt it up to the end of the last color. I just usually twist it, and it's going to take a little bit of getting used to because I use my nails to hold it tight, you know, to hold the bead tight. But if you hold it too tight, it might buckle. And I do wax my thread. Um, let's see, where's it at? Totally not organized right now. Oh, right here. It's just beeswax. It's my favorite one. You can buy them in a square, or you can buy them in a container like this. It comes apart. Sometimes I'll get a lighter and melt it down a little bit. So, like, how you can count however many you're used to doing. Some people can do like a foot or two of beads, you know, and it's easy for them. But like, I have bad dexterity in my hands, so it's sometimes really hard for me to hold the thread tight. But then you want to come down, like you want to hold it down between, I don't know if you can tell, like between the beads. When you do it, put a little bit of pressure on it, but not too hard, because it might bust your thread. But you want to like kind of roll them so they're pinched together good. And then, you know, take your thread and then run them through there. But when you're pulling on it to tighten it, don't pull back like this, because it will break it. Pull this way, so you're always tightening it. And your needle, I got a couple of different needles, regular sewing needles you can use, or I'm using a big eye needle for this one, because sometimes it's really hard to get the needle to go through the beads and the cord. So, and like right now, my hands hurt so bad. And it does get tangled pretty easy. And around my fingernails, because I need to get my fingernails done. So like when you pull, sometimes it will get tangled, and then you pull towards the way of your bead. If you pull back this way, it's going to buckle your bead. And then you twist it a little bit, and then you just continue to do that, because it will tie your beads down, and it will hold to hold them. Do it a couple more times for you, and then I'm going to put some more red. See, like I got it tangled because it twisted. Even with the beeswax, you know, sometimes it twists. And a lot of times, you know, you can use, I have some Fireline, the 6 pound, this one's crystal. I have some white nylon bead thread. I also, you know, have some regular thread. And I have some of the other white cotton thread. And usually I have a white cord. You know, I'm going to do a rope necklace next. But it just kind of depends. Like if when I do the necklace, I'll probably do a double thread too, and I'll use my Fireline for that one. This one, I'm just using my regular thread, but I double threaded it. So, and this one right here is a total mess up, so I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to use this as a bad example day of don't bead when you're having a rough day, lack of sleep. Then I jump up to the next row of beads. It would be the top set. Then that way when I get back all the way around, I'm ready to put on the next row of beads. And don't worry about if it doesn't look good right now, because it's not going to look like a finished product right away. You got to get like towards the middle. I kind of messed up because I didn't mark my middle, and I usually mark the middles with my white pencil, and I didn't do it this time because I was too much in a hurry. I got too excited. Why I got excited? Because I have no idea. Probably because I thought, you know what? I got so many projects going on, like my earrings and stuff. I put them in here. And I came up with a new idea, and I thought, you know what? I can't do a new product or project until I get the half a dozen projects finished. And then I went to my son's house, and I turned around on his deck. He had just moved out. He got his own place with his girlfriend. And I turned around and I looked over at the park where there's a little lake. And right behind me, one of the eagles was flying straight at me. Like probably like 100 yards maybe. And I looked and I'm like, holy cow. I know I look funny with my double glasses. Got double vision. And all of a sudden he swooped up and he landed in the tree that looks over my son's house. And that really meant a lot to me because it was really hard. Now I can't see. It was really hard for me to accept that my son's moving out. But now I know that they're a mating couple, and they're watching over him. Because he's my youngest son, and he's the last to move out, and it's really hard to realize that time for him to grow life and move out and become his own family. So anyway, but yeah, okay, so now I'm back to where I began. So I think I'm going to add a couple of more Maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to add a couple more reds. And then I'll come back when I get a few more around there and show you my progress.